200 million people use ChatGPT every single month. OpenAI is the most talked about company on the planet right now. Everyone thinks AI is the future, but here's what nobody is telling you. OpenAI is bleeding billions of dollars every single year, and the moment this company hits a wall, your job, your savings, your investments, all of it gets dragged down with it. This isn't a tech problem. This is your financial problem, and it's coming faster than you think.
Let's go back to the beginning. OpenAI was founded in 2015, and here's the most ironic part. It started as a nonprofit whose entire mission was to make sure AI was safe for humanity. Not to make money, not to dominate markets, just to make sure AI didn't destroy us. Fast forward to today, OpenAI is now valued at over $150 billion. Microsoft has poured in over $13 billion. Sam Altman, the CEO, recently said he needs $7 trillion to reshape the entire global chip industry just to keep up with AI demand. $7 trillion. That's more than the GDP of Japan. So how does a nonprofit turn into a $150 billion company that's still somehow losing money? In 2024, OpenAI made around $3.7 billion in revenue. Sounds impressive, right? But they spent over $8 billion the same year. They lost more than double what they earned. And this year, the losses are expected to get even bigger. So the real question is, where does that money come from? Spoiler alert, it comes from you. Let me show you exactly how. There are 3 very specific ways the OpenAI crisis is going to hit your personal finances, and most people won't see any of them coming. Number 1, your subscription costs are about to explode. Right now, ChatGPT Plus costs $20 a month. That feels reasonable, but think about this. OpenAI is losing billions every year subsidizing your usage. Every time you use ChatGPT, they are paying for your compute costs, your server costs, your energy costs, and charging you a fraction of what it actually costs to run. Why? Because they need your data. They need your engagement. They need to show investors growth. But that game has a time limit. The moment investor patience runs out, prices go up dramatically. We're talking potentially $100, $200 a month for the same tools you use today. And it won't just be ChatGPT. Every AI tool you rely on, Midjourney, Perplexity, Cursor, Notion AI, all of them are running on the same borrowed time. Number 2, your job is the collateral damage. Here's the part nobody talks about. Companies right now are making a massive bet. They are cutting human jobs today to fund AI adoption. Layers of writers, designers, analysts, customer service teams being replaced by AI tools that are currently being subsidized by investor money. But what happens when the AI companies run out of funding? What happens when the tools get worse, more expensive, or simply disappear? You've already lost the human workforce, and the AI replacement isn't working anymore. You're left with nothing. The industries most at risk right now? Finance, writing, coding, design, legal, accounting. These aren't low-skill jobs. These are careers that people spent years and lakhs of rupees building, and they're being hollowed out during an AI bubble that may not even last. Number 3, your investments could get wiped out overnight. If you have money in the stock market and you're invested in tech stocks, listen very carefully. Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, all of these companies are deeply tied to the AI boom. Their valuations are built on the assumption that AI keeps growing, keeps generating revenue, keeps justifying the trillion-dollar investments. But what happens if OpenAI, the crown jewel of the entire AI industry, what if it stumbles? What if it can't raise its next round of funding? What if Sam Altman's $7 trillion dream hits a wall?
the entire AI sector panics, stocks crash, and your portfolio goes with it. We've seen this before, and that brings me to the scariest part of this entire story. It's the year 2000. The internet is going to change everything. Everyone knows it. Everyone believes it. Investors are pouring billions into any company with a .com in the name. Pets.com, Webvan, Cosmo.com. Companies with zero profits, zero revenue models, zero path to sustainability, valued at billions of dollars. And then one day, it all collapsed. $5 trillion wiped off the market in 2 years. Millions of jobs gone overnight. Entire industries paralyzed. Now look at AI in 2025. Companies with no clear path to profit, valued at hundreds of billions of dollars. Investors pouring in money on pure faith and hype. A technology that everyone agrees will change the world, but nobody can clearly explain how it pays for itself yet. Sound familiar? The curves are almost identical. And here's the most dangerous part. In 2000, most regular people didn't have their savings in the stock market the way they do today. Today, SIPs, index funds, US tech ETFs, millions of everyday investors are directly exposed to a potential AI bubble burst. If this pops, it won't just hit Silicon Valley. It hits your retirement, your savings, your future. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying AI is fake. I'm not saying the technology isn't real. The internet was real in 2002. It just wasn't worth $5 trillion at that exact moment. The question is never, is the technology real? The question is always, is the price right? And right now, the price of AI might be very, very wrong. Okay, so here's the good news. You now know something that most people around you don't. And knowing early is the biggest financial advantage you can have. So here's exactly what you should do right now. First, don't overexpose your portfolio to AI stocks. If more than 20 to 30% of your investments are in AI-heavy tech companies right now, that's a risk you should seriously think about. Diversify, spread across sectors. Don't put your entire financial future on one narrative. Second, watch the warning signs. The first signs of an AI bubble bursting won't be a crash. They'll be quiet. Mass layoffs at AI companies, startups shutting down or merging, big investors quietly reducing their positions. Pay attention. The smart money always moves before the headlines do. Third, build skills that AI struggles to replace. Critical thinking, emotional intelligence, complex decision-making, creative strategy. These aren't just soft skills. These are economic survival skills in a world where AI is doing the easy work. The people who thrive in the next decade won't be the ones who fight AI. They'll be the ones who understand it, direct it, and make decisions it can't. Fourth, build multiple income streams now. Don't wait. A second income stream, freelancing, a side business, investments, content creation becomes your financial airbag if your primary income gets disrupted by AI or an AI crash. The middle class that survives the next decade will be the one that didn't wait to diversify. Fifth, stay educated. The biggest financial mistakes in history were made by people who didn't understand what was happening around them. You're already ahead just by watching this. Keep learning, keep asking questions, keep paying attention to where the money is actually flowing, not just where the headlines say it's going. OpenAI's problems started in a boardroom in San Francisco, but it won't end there. It'll end in your paycheck, your portfolio, your career. The question was never whether this would affect you. The question is whether you'll be ready when it does. Now you have the information. What you do with it, that's up to you. If this video made you think differently about your financial future, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to FluxonomyHQ because this is exactly the kind of thing we talk about every single week. See you in the next one.